Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm a public health nurse specializing in school health. Today I'm meeting with Laura Tufford, a retired kindergarten teacher, to talk about your kindergartner's toilet learning. Hi, Mrs. Tufford, and welcome.
Thank you, Brittany. Nice to be asked.
So, Mrs. Tufford, in your experience, what are four things for families to consider when planning a child's school day routine?
The first thing I would suggest is that you make sure your child goes to the bathroom the minute they get up in the morning. This prevents, hopefully, some morning accidents at school. Also, if you give them enough time after breakfast to sit on the toilet, that will hopefully stimulate their poop reflex. And I know a lot of times kids are a little, I guess, leery of going to going poop at school. So if you can get that routine established at school, or at home, I mean before school, that helps a lot. When they're getting dressed for the day, encourage them to wear clothes that are easy to pull up and get down so that they can be independent and develop their own self-help skills. Also encourage your child and remind them to wash their hands with soap after they use the bathroom to prevent germs and viruses. At school, we kind of suggest they sing the alphabet song. Usually by the time they've sang that whole song, that's enough time for washing their hands. There's also some cute videos online that I've shown in my class, and I know they're always available on proper hand washing techniques, which kids find really fun, and it kind of is a fun way to learn to wash it properly. The second thing would be to talk with your child about bathroom breaks at school. Point out key times when they might want to go, like at lunch break or before going outside. We all, like in my day plans myself, I always put those bathroom breaks into my schedule, and teachers will do that. But they always need to ask too, because their urge might not be at the same time as I'm scheduling it in my day plan. Beware of signs that your child might need to go and might be delaying, such as crossing their legs, sitting on their ankles. Sometimes they wiggle or they pace back and forth, or they hold their genital area. They don't like to miss a thing. So if we're busy playing, quite often that's when you see kids doing those things because they don't want to miss anything to go to the bathroom. So teachers are aware of those cues as well, and they will also make sure that kids are going. The third thing would be to support your child's nutrition. Offer them high fiber foods like fruits, veggies, whole grains. It's recommended to have about 25 grams a day. Send a refillable water bottle to school. We have usually most of us have in our classrooms an area where you can keep your water bottle, and that way kids, whenever they need a drink, they're thirsty, they can just go help themselves. And the last thing would be is to pack a change of clothes that can stay at school in a bag. And most teachers, we write that in our beginning newsletter, because accidents and spills can happen. I mean, we're in the water table, we're playing in the mud, we're doing paint, not just bathroom accidents, but bathroom accidents are completely normal. Children should not be punished or teased or humiliated by adults or their peers. This will not obviously help them develop bladder control or bowel control. If your child is fearful or uncomfortable with going to the bathroom, because there are a lot of children that are, just talk to your child's teacher or ECE or EA. And we want everybody to feel comfortable. I don't ever want one of my students to feel nervous about using the bathroom. And that way we can work together on making it comfortable for your child.
So, those are all wonderful tips. What would you say to a family who has a child about to start kindergarten who is still not mastered their bladder and bowel control?
I would tell that family to not worry, just relax about it. I know it's stressful. You want your child to be successful, and we think that's part of it. But just let the educators know that they're not toilet trained fully, and that way we can kind of watch out. If we know that somebody tends to have a lot of accidents, then we might suggest to them like more often, hey, can you go use the bathroom? And we always make it very subtle. We want to save a child's dignity at all times. That's obviously what's most important to us. Children also learn from other children. So if your child isn't toileted by the time they're 4, like entering school, they learn from other kids so quickly. I've had kids say to me, what are they doing? I'm like, well, they're going to the washroom, and they're just mesmerized by the whole thing. So often they'll learn quickly in a classroom setting. Just help your child be prepared as much as possible by having them practice wiping themselves. That is a big one. Pulling their underwear and pants up and down, or down and back up, I guess, as well as recognizing when they need to go. Those are all things that will help them.
That's also reassuring for families. Thank you, Mrs. Tufford, for talking about this important topic today. For more information on toilet learning, healthy bowel or bladder habits, or concerns such as bedwetting, you can visit our website, speak to a public health nurse, or you can see a healthcare provider. Thank you.
Thank you.